Good morning, it's Lori from Passionate Penny Pincher, and it is day 19 of our countertop cooking challenge. I'm a little sad because I feel like I've loved getting dinner done every day, and I know I'm a little more motivated to cook when I know somebody else is going to be sitting there on the other side of the screen cooking with me. So I'm a little sad that I'm not going to have folks on here next week probably cooking, but we'll still be cooking. It won't end completely, but I'm super excited because we're trying a brand new recipe today that is not something I would normally make, so I'm a little bit curious how it's going to turn out. I'm also going to show you how I'm organizing my recipes. I'm so proud of myself because I'm all organized here this morning. I am not by nature an organized person, so I'm super excited about that. Hello, as you're hopping on, if you can tell me where you are from this morning, tell me what you're cooking. I would love to hear if by any chance you're making something in the crock pot. If you could snap a picture of what you're making and put it in the comments, that makes my day. When I get to see what you're making in the crock pot, I love that. I would love for you to be on the other side of the screen making dinner with me. So if you're over there watching and you're making dinner, give me a like or a heart and let me know what you're making. I hope you're making, if you're making what we're making, I think you're gonna love it. It's very different. We are making today ham steaks. Okay, I'm gonna read it all to you because it is so different than what I would normally make. We're making ham steak with slow cooked apples and butternut squash. So it's a little bit different than what we normally make. So I'm super excited. Hi Teresa in California. Hi Lois in Oregon, a long way from home. Good morning Lois, and then I see Laura in Minnesota. Good morning. Also guys, if you can hit this share button, something has happened wonky with Facebook. It used to give people notifications and now it's not doing that. So if you know somebody who might like to get updates on how to make stuff in the slow cooker, if you can hit that share this button, I would really, really appreciate this. Okay, so first we're gonna make dinner. I'm also going to show you how to make this super yummy kale chopped salad with a Honeycrisp apple. I'm not using a Honeycrisp apple because I only have green apples. Oh, somebody's making pizza, Shelly. That sounds delicious. Hi, Mariah in Pennsylvania and Carolyn in Rhode Island. I love seeing folks on in different parts of the country. That's always kind of makes my morning because I think it's so neat that y'all watch. Okay, so I'm going to try this recipe. It's very different. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And like I said, if you can hit that like or heart button, that lets me know that people are around. We're going to turn this direction. Okay, can y'all see that? I'm hoping that light is working good. Give me some likes and hearts if you could, if this is working okay as far as the video goes. So what we're doing, it looks like it's working good. Everybody's seeing good? Okay, so what I have 2 ham steaks, some butternut squash. I've cut up a little bit of it already. I'm going to cut up the rest of it, and then apple pie filling. The recipe actually calls for fried apples. I could not find those, so I'm using this and hoping that that's going to work just fine. Now this is the smaller menu plan. I am using the menu plans from Eat at Home Cooks through tomorrow, or I think through Saturday only. You can save 25%. Guys, I think these menu plans are so worth it. I love that I'm trying things that I wouldn't normally try, and the recipes have been so yummy. This is definitely one, guys, I can guarantee you I would never have made this. So I'm excited to try it. It was Tiffany's recipe, and again, you can grab the recipes at Eat at Home Cooks, but what I love is she offers a slow cooker option, a Whole Foods option, and traditional menu plans all included. So you get one of each, and I'm going to show you how I kind of am organizing those. I will be going back to using the Whole Foods option next month. I've loved the slow cooker option, but I really do like the Whole Foods option too, so I'm kind of going to switch back over to that. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and cut and peeled up a butternut squash. I'm going to be honest and tell y'all I have never in my life before cut or peeled a butternut squash, so this was a new experience for me. You can buy, I guess, this pre-done. My penny pincher self does not buy anything pre-done. I always figure if I have to pay someone to cut things up, I'm paying for that. So it depends on where you are in your life. If you are a busy working mom, absolutely buy the stuff chopped up. It is worth the extra, 50 cents you're gonna spend. But for me, my nature is just to never buy things already done. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in. Good morning in Kentucky. I'm going to try to see those comments. It looks like everything's working well. Oh, and thank you. I see a few folks shared this. Thank you so much for sharing this. I really appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to dump in my apples. And because I'm lazy and don't want to mess up a dish, I'm just going to do this all in my crock pot. I probably should have used a smaller crock pot, honestly, for this recipe because I am making the smaller amount because we don't have many people eating tonight. But I went ahead and used the bigger one. Oh my goodness, those apples, y'all. I have not bought that kind of apples in a long time. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour the squash and the apples in. This is a lot of squash. We'll see it. My kids have never eaten this, so this is gonna be a new one for us. I'm not quite sure how it's gonna go over. I am just gonna stir this up in here together. Oh, you know what she said? Spray inside of the crock with spray. I am betting this is gonna be a mess. What do y'all think? I bet this is gonna be a mess because I didn't spray it, but I think I have another crock pot that's actually smaller. You know what I'm gonna do? Because I don't wanna deal with cleaning tonight, I'm gonna use my smaller crock pot. Sorry guys, change of plans. I don't wanna end up having a disaster, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna, you can spray your crock pot with olive oil, with cooking spray. I'm just gonna use a little olive oil. Any kind of oil will do. And you can see, I don't know how well y'all can see, but this poor little crock pot is kind of pitiful, but it's also smaller, so it's probably a better size. I did not plan on doing that. Sorry about that, guys. Trying to see those questions or hearts. Thanks for the hearts and likes. Thanks for your patience with me as I just mess things up, just like all of us have those days where things aren't right. I just don't want to end up having to scrub tonight because ultimately I am lazy and I like things that are easy. So I'm now transferring that from my first crock pot to my second crock pot, which is probably a much better size crock pot for this anyways. Oh my goodness, those apples smell so good. I love, love, love cinnamon apples. Okay, so you could probably use regular apples and make your own sauce and seasonings. But this is such an easy recipe. And anytime we can make something at home, I figure it is probably a little more processed than it would be if you did it yourself, but it's better than the drive-thru. So I think that's awesome. Okay, so I've got my apples and squash in there. And now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some foil, and I have done this before. If you're not so sure about whether or not you're gonna like the apples and squash mixture, you could just use apples. You could even do baked potatoes on the bottom. And then we're just gonna put this right there. We're gonna put the ham on top in foil. Have y'all ever done this? How many of you guys have done your ham like this before? Give me a heart or a like if you've done ham like this. Okay, so we're just putting that in foil right there. So super simple. And I'm gonna put this on top, and it's actually gonna cook in the crock pot with the other stuff. So it's so super easy. Great way to do a ham. And so, yeah, I have done that before. I've not done it with apples and butter and squash. I'm gonna wash my hands, and I'm gonna make the, let's see, what's next on the list? Then I'm gonna make the apple salad. Okay. So we're gonna come back over here now. I'm gonna put this out of the way. So there's my ham in my crock pot all done. I'm super excited to have that done already. And then I'm gonna scoop my stuff down for the next recipe. I'm gonna clean off my squash. I probably should throw it all in there, but we'll see. Okay, so now I'm taking an apple that I needed to wash already this morning and I forgot. I'm gonna make the salad. Oh, and for this one, you're gonna cook for 4 hours on low. So you're just gonna cook that for 4 hours because you're not really cooking the ham. The ham's already been cooked. Okay, so now what we're gonna do with this apple is I'm making, I'm gonna lose my recipe. I'm making a Honeycrisp kale chopped salad. I'm not using a Honeycrisp apple because I don't have one. So as many of y'all know, Honeycrisp apples are crazy expensive. And so I had this apple at home and I probably should have bought the Honeycrisp and splurged. I know my children say that now that they've had Honeycrisp apples, they really only want Honeycrisp, but this is gonna work fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna chop up my apple. Have any of y'all, oh, is the sound working? I'm hoping any kind of apple will work, Tiffany. Okay, good. This is just a Granny Smith apple. I went and bought Honeycrisp apples one time because a friend of mine told me how wonderful they were, and I spent like $5 on 5 apples, and I almost had a heart attack because that was so much money for me. And my kids said they were like the best apples they've ever eaten, so now they're Honeycrisp addicts. But I'm still cheap and I buy the green apples. Okay, so we're gonna mix together the apple. Then we're mixing together 1.5 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. I'm hoping, I can't read the comments at all. Does anyone know why? Sarah, you asked why the ham gets wrapped in foil. I'm assuming it's because, I've not made this recipe before, but it kind of keeps the ham separate. Otherwise, I think the ham would get kind of mushy in with the other stuff. That's my guess. So yeah, that's my guess on why you do that. So we mixed the 1.5 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. Now I'm gonna mix lemon juice, which I forgot to pull out. So we're gonna go ahead and do the honey. I'll do the other stuff. I was in a hurry this morning, as y'all can tell, because I was determined to get on here and get this done. But I was racing behind. And it's been one of those weeks. I'm super excited because I'm home all day today. I like being home. I need a day at home to catch up on my life. So we've mixed together a tablespoon of honey, 1.5 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. Now I'm going to add in 1.5 teaspoons of olive oil. Oops, a little bit much. And then you can add salt and pepper to taste. I'm going to add a little bit of lemon juice. 1.5 teaspoons of lemon juice. And this is going to be for the kale chopped salad. What brand is your knife? Oh, my knives are these Cuisinart knives. They sell for Amazon. Every once in a while they drop in price to $14.99 for the set. Best knives, best $14.99 I've ever spent. It's fantastic. Okay, so we're gonna mix that up. Then tonight, because it's got the lemon juice, it's gonna keep your apple from browning. So you can just let this set. I'm gonna serve it over kale. Super easy. So my salad is done, my dinner is done. I was thinking I may make some biscuits and for my kids, they'll love that, and serve it with some butter, and we are good to go. So now I'm gonna show you guys how I'm organizing all of this stuff, all of my menus, and I'm gonna answer the questions, hopefully. Let's see, there we go. Good morning in Missouri. Hi Shannon, good to see you. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you. So we've got dinner done, which is like my biggest goal ever. When I'm trying to do this, I feel like getting dinner done in the morning just changes our whole evening. It is amazing how much more easily our evenings go through. It's wonderful. So today, if you are not in the Dinner's Done Facebook group, guys, it's a private group. We're gonna keep running it. It's just a group that we started kind of to support this as we were going. We have like, I think 7,500 members or so in there. What is amazing is they have all kind of great suggestions, and they suggested that if you're using the Eat at Home menu plans, putting it all together in a binder. So I'm all fancy, y'all, this morning, and I'm going to show you guys the binder. I'm going to walk you guys over here, and I'll show it to you real fast. Let me see if how I can easily do this. Sorry, we're going to just walk over here. Hello, and it's messy over here. There we go, because I want you to be able to see. I'm thinking we can go this way. We'll turn this around. Okay, so I'm going to show you the binder. Y'all can see my mess out here. Can you see? I'm hoping this is going to work. Okay, so this was the suggestion of some of the people in the Dinner's Done Facebook group, and I thought it was so smart. So if you're doing the menu plans, and any menu plans, you guys, if you have menu plans if you have free resources, or if you create your own menu plans, I normally don't create a binder because I'm not this organized, but I was all organized this morning, and so I've already printed out all of the recipes that I used this month with the Countertop Cooking Challenge. And so today I put together my binder. I put in some of my favorite recipes. These are just ones that we use all the time. This is my recipe for homemade bread. I use it all the time. And then I put together, you can see, this is the Whole Foods options. This is what I'm going to use next month. If you're interested in the menu plans, they are on sale through Saturday with the code Countertop at checkout. You can save 25%. Tiffany did that as a special for me, really just because we were doing the Countertop Cooking Challenge and she joined with me. I don't know that they'll always be at this price, so if you're interested, I highly recommend them. But you do get the Whole Foods and the Crockpot meals and the freezer meals and the traditional menu plans all included. So I've gone ahead and this is my next week's. I've printed out the March menu plans, so here you can see them. And look at that, guys. I am feeling so organized. I have everything put together. Then I put a next section for my Crockpot meals, and my daughter this morning made the labels for me. Here's all the Crockpot meals that we use this month. So now I can go back and reuse them. So if, in 6 months we're ready to redo it again, I can totally just use those, and I've already got all of my recipes. I just think it's going to make life so easy. Susan, the name of the Facebook group is Dinner's Done. It's really hard to find. I need to switch the name to something else so that it's easier for you guys to find. But we'll put a link to that, so watch, and we will have a link to that in the thing. Diana, you said it's your first week using the meal plans. I can't see more of the comments, so I'm not quite sure what else you said. Yes, the name is Dinner's Done. Oh, there's a link. Thank you, Hannah, for getting that link for us. Okay, so if you use, and this is a big deal. Somebody asked if you use the code Countertop at checkout, it will lock in your price at this rate. So her normal price is, and I'm going to go grab my price sheet because I meant to tell y'all about that. The normal price is, I'm not even sure what the normal price is, but basically normally for the full year, if you wanted to do the whole year, Well, let's see. If we wanted to do a 1 month plan, you would normally spend $14. If you use the code CounterTop, you're going to spend $10.50, which comes out to $2.62 a week. If you did the 3 month plan, you'd pay $23.25 normally. No, I'm sorry, you pay $31 normally. Right now, you'll pay $23.25. That comes to $1.93. If you use the if you do the 1 year plan, it's normally $84, but right now it's only $63, which makes it $1.21 a week, and you would have all these recipes done for you, plus the grocery list. So you can see here, like here's my grocery list. This was freezer cooking week. It includes a week of freezer recipes each week. I'm gonna try to put that down there for you. Okay, so there's the freezer recipes. So you just buy everything, and then if you don't want to make, say you don't want to make slow cooker chicken minestrone, you just skip everything that's red on the list. So this is only going to last for a couple more days. I just feel like, guys, I don't care how you menu plan. If you make your menu plan with what you have at home, if you make your own menu plan, I just think being organized and deciding that getting dinner done is important. It's so worth it. Karen, the Facebook group is totally free. So join the Facebook group no matter what. Definitely join the Facebook group and it will help. Kimberly, you said I'm so organized. I am not organized. I can't remember. I think it was Judy in the group who suggested the binder idea, and I loved it. You can also, this is what I am kind of excited about too. I included this was, we put this out in October, and we'll probably be doing another one this fall. You can download this recipe set for free. This is our Passionate Penny Pincher Crocktober cookbook. So I stuck that in the back. It's also got grocery lists and menu plans. You can absolutely get those for free if you haven't gotten already. I think they're so worth it. So yeah, if you want free resources, guys, I think these menu plans are fantastic, and I think they've made our life so much easier, but I know that there is a cost to them, and so I want you to use free resources as well, but I want you to get organized. I think just getting dinner done and organized makes all the difference in the world. So I just put everything kind of together in my little binder this morning, and I love it. And like I said, for as little as $1.21 a week, I don't think Tiffany's going to offer that price again for a while, so I definitely recommend signing up if you're interested. Wanda, you asked if these recipes for a family of 4, can they be adjusted? Okay, so the recipes are made for either a family, there is a small family option, or small size option, and a large family option. The small option would feed 3 to 4, the large would feed 5 to 8. We did the small menu plan in January. I'm sorry, we did the large menu plan in January. It was a lot of food, like it was more than we could eat. So for our family of 5, we don't eat leftovers. And that's not because I don't eat leftovers, that's because my husband won't eat leftovers. So for our family of 5, we are eating the small menu plan, and we have just enough without having a whole lot extra. Now, if you did this larger plan, you would have a ton of leftovers, and that might be great. How long does, Brenda, the lower price will lock in forever. So it's amazing. Kelly, you asked if the recipes are family friendly. I think they are super family friendly. We've been pleased with all of them. I've been able to kind of tweak them. Last night we made the Thai peanut chicken in the slow cooker. I loved it. I have one kid who doesn't like peanut butter, so I just shredded up the meat for her ahead of time. Here's some of the, I'll just show you kind of going through. This is the Whole Foods. So this is what I'm actually doing for next month. So you can see, I think the thing is they're really easy to tweak to make if your kids are picky. So like here's the roasted chicken with garlic and white wine in the Instant Pot, chicken black bean tacos with feta. So like my kids aren't going to eat crisp black bean tacos. My kids aren't going to eat feta. They probably aren't going to love black beans. So what I would do on a night like this is I would always have the option of cheese and tacos, and they will always be fine. So I just kind of adapt it to make it work for our family. Karen, if your husband takes leftovers, I think you may, with a family of 4, still have enough with the small plan. Actually, with leftovers, if he's a big eater, you probably do want to get the large plan. But the plans are included, so you can try the small plan and the large plan and see what works best for your family. I'm just going to show y'all. These are the Whole Foods options. Chicken and broccoli stir fry in the slow cooker pasta sauce with sausage and eggplant. And like I said, these are the ones that I'm going to use next month. We won't be doing the countertop cooking challenge. I'll probably talk some about it because I really do love it, and I hope it motivates you all each day to get dinner done. But yeah, there's another one. There's homemade pizza, honey lemon pepper salad, salmon. Hopefully that helps. If y'all have questions, ask those and I will answer them. And I promise after this week, I will not be talking forever. I feel like I've talked way too much about this month, but it's because it's a 1 month challenge, and I really want you guys to be encouraged to have dinner on the table. Crockpot beef fajitas, lots of good options there. So then these were the Then my next section is the slow cooker sections. These are what we cooked this month. And what's nice is you can print them out and you can use them forever and ever, which I love. Brenda, yes, the small and large plans are included. So you get the small set and the large set. You get the slow cooker options. So you get all of the slow cooker options that I'm about to go through now. You're going to get all of the Whole Foods options. You'll get 1 week of freezer cooking, which is included in the slow cooker. So that's part of that one. And you'll get a set of traditional like meat and potato kind of meals. Hopefully that helps. Are the freezer meals for pressure cookers only? No, and I'll go over to the freezer meals section. Look how organized I am. I can just pop right over to that section. Melissa, yes, I'll get you a link for the Crocktober. I definitely want you to download it. It is totally free. So here's the freezer section. So these are done in the slow cooker, but you could also do them in the Instant Pot, so they work either one. Jenny, you said you're going to miss these live videos. Jenny, do not worry. We have in next week, I'll still be talking about dinner because I feel like it's something that's so important. So I'll still, hopefully, my plan is to at least 4 days a week still do the morning video. I'll also be talking about I've got some exciting comparison sheets that we're going to talk about ways to save big at the grocery store. I'll probably still be making dinner some days just because I've got to make dinner, so I might as well make it with you guys because then I'm more motivated to do it. She gives you the freezer cooking instructions, and we just put in, Hannah, thank you for getting that link for the menu plan and grocery list. There's the slow cooker minestrone soup. So these are the ones that were the freezer plans. So what I love is that you can totally just print this all out. You can have it to save. I think the 1 year, if you're on the, I love the idea of getting for the 1 year because you're going to get it for as low as $1.21 a week, which is just fantastic to me. But if that's way over your budget, then you know, maybe just try it for a month and see what you think. And if it's not in your budget, guys, I so want you to know, I think this is an awesome resource. I think it is worth every penny that I've spent. Like, I so wholeheartedly believe in this, but I don't want you to feel like you ever have to buy anything. You can make menu plans for free. Obviously, I cut up my own butternut squash. I'm not going to sit there and tell you you have to buy anything. This is just a really great resource that makes life a little bit easier. How are you labeling and dividing your binder? Great question, Edie. So the way that I did it was I went ahead and I just have a binder. I actually have this Ultimate Aldi grocery list, which you can also download over at Passionate Penny Pincher. I threw that one in the front just so I have it on hand. I divided it up as Whole Foods because I used it for what I'm going to use. She has, because you get all the menus included, I did the Whole Foods, then I did the Crockpot menus. So next is the Crockpot menus, and next is the freezer meal plans because those are the ones that I will use the most. So I wanted to do that. Karen, that was a great idea to reuse a binder that your son used. How many of us have leftover binders at the end of the school year and we're like, what did we do with those? Fantastic idea. I do love, I think I picked these up at Walmart in the beginning of the school year. These with the, where that you can put stuff in. And what I love that for is being able to add things like this is a recipe for bread. Guys, I use this bread recipe like all the time. And so to be able to have my bread recipe handy is always nice. I'm going to just start trying to include recipes that we use a bunch. Thank you so much, Cindy, for sharing the video. I really appreciate y'all sharing. Then I put in my recipes for chocolate chip cookies. I'm also going to add, we've done several other printables, so I'll include those in here once I have a little more time to print everything out. But just having it all together in one place, to me, is so nice. You want to buy it already set up, Bobby? Okay, Bobby, I'm going to tell you, you can do this. It is not that much. It took me 10 minutes. If you have a 3-hole punch, which having a 3-hole punch helps so much, it took me 10 minutes to throw this together. So, Sarah, let's see. I'm trying to see. Suzanne, you said you also put in tabs for the weeks to reference. That's a great idea to put in tabs for the weeks. I don't have a lot of tabs, and so I'm, you know, kind of a penny pincher, so I wasn't going to get extra tabs because I'm cheap. Can you share the bread recipe? Yes, I will share the recipe. We'll give you a link to that. I've got a link to it, but it's really, really, really simple, and it always turns out perfectly. I do it in the, let's see, where do I do it? I put it in the bread machine, and I literally just pop it in the morning in that order, put it in, and then I bake in the end of the day at 350. I do bake it. I just make it for the dough. I set my bread machine to dough. So this is hard. I'll give you the real recipe because these are just my notes because I know the rest of it. Andrea, so glad you're here. Can you get the cookie recipe? Yes, we'll put the recipe for the cookies, and you can actually print this recipe, which isn't it cute? My actually, that's not the right one. Let's see. My VA, my wonderful assistant Cheryl, put these together for us, so they're printed. You can print them, and they're darling, and they're super great. Somebody said they made tabs with Post-it notes. Great idea, Beth. I should do that. I should totally do that. That's a great suggestion. Yeah, I am not normally this organized, so I would not be this organized if it weren't for you guys in the Dinner's Done group who are encouraging me to stay on top of it. So I'll see if there are any other questions, and then I'll hop off. I know y'all have lots of other things to do. can you make the bread without a bread machine? Brooke, I have never made this the bread recipe without a bread machine. So I don't know. I'm sure you probably could, especially if you have a dough hook maybe on a KitchenAid, but it's going to take a lot more mixing. It's just easy for me to do it with that. So hope that helps. Laura, thank you so much. I'm so glad you love the videos. I love getting to hang out with y'all in the morning. It's kind of something I look for sure. Will we see tour friends again? Oh, my friend, I bet you guys are talking about my friends, Margaret Ann, that we saw Rebecca over in the Dinner's Done group. Yes, she is going to do a video with us, I think in 2 weeks. So not next week, but the following week, she's going to teach us how to make biscuits. So I'm super excited because I love Margaret Ann. I'm glad you liked her too, Rebecca. Are your videos every day at the same time? Yes, I try to do them between 8:45 and 9 in the morning. And that's when I do it. Brooke, you said you have a KitchenAid. I think that will work. I was thinking you're probably going to need to let it rise a little bit, so make sure you you may need to look at directions on how to make it correctly. Rebecca, I'm so excited about Margaret Ann teaching us. She's so smart, and she's a way better cook than I am, so I think we're going to learn a lot. So anyways, I hope that helps you guys. I hope that helps you save a bunch of money. Just like I said, it just makes life easy. Beth, you asked what kind of bread machine I have. I have a old West Bend that I've had for 20 years. Julie, I am excited about the biscuit video too. She's going to teach us how to make biscuits and gravy, so I think that's going to be really, really fun. If you're interested in the menu plans, grab them. You only have through Saturday, so definitely you want to, if you're interested, they're going to go back up in price. I think they are so worth it. I'm going to keep using them. I'll be talking about them still on live videos just because they're what I'm using. But we won't get this discount. And so I'm really excited that Tiffany was sweet enough to give us this discount this month. And I feel like having it all together, it just makes life easy, you know, to organize. And so if you have a few minutes today, I want your challenge to be today to go out, get your dinner plan menu done, whether you do this menu plan or another one. And then we'll hopefully go from there. Penelope, you asked when is she teaching biscuits and gravy? I think she is gonna do them. I'm hoping I can get her a week from Tuesday. So a week from Tuesday morning is my goal. And I just saw somebody said you like the couponing videos in the afternoon. I've wondered if people thought they were helpful, so I appreciate that a ton. Your kids, Meredith, your kids asked you to make biscuits and gravy. My kids are so excited. Pam, as soon as you sign up, the emails are actually, she has a website that you go to and you can download all of them. What's nice is once you download them, you can keep them on your computer forever. So you can go back and reuse them from month to month, which that's what I like. I feel like if you did a one-year plan, you'd have a good solid 12 months for way less than you would pay for a cookbook. So I think of it that way. I think, you know, you're basically getting like 72 recipes plus desserts plus a menu plan and a grocery list. Like just the grocery list to me, right there, that grocery list is worth its weight in gold. So yeah, check that out. Pam, but yeah, you'll just go on the website and grab those. So hope that helps. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Oh, Andrea, glad to see you like the couponing videos as well. I'm always curious about that. When our deal is over, can we cancel? Yes, Evie, you can absolutely cancel. I can't see the rest of the question. I can only see the first few words. So it says, when our deal is over, can we cancel? You can, and you could still, obviously, if you've printed them out, you already have them. So I think doing the one-year plan, at least for a year, is so worth it. And then you just have so many recipes. I can't see the rest. I wish I could see the rest of the comment. Oh, can we take advantage of the new deal on the menu plans? When our deal is over, can we cancel and take advantage of the new deals? There won't, if she ever offers a better deal, I guess you could do that. But I don't think she's gonna get them much less expensive than this because they take a ton of energy. You can imagine how much work goes into putting these together. But when your deal is over, you can get this price locked in forever. So let's say you do the subscription service for 1 month or 3 months. As long as you keep your subscription, you keep that price. So anyways, y'all, like I said, make your dinner. I don't care how you do it. You don't have to pay for one. There are free resources. Use our free Crocktober, whatever you do. But get organized today. Get your dinner plans. This weekend, I want you to go grocery shopping. I want your menu plans together. And definitely join the Dinner's Done Facebook group, and you'll be super motivated too. I will take a picture later today and show you how this apples and ham turned out. And I appreciate y'all watching. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.